opinion that we're tracking this morning. But now on to the final update for our global market wrap. European markets ended Friday's trading session quite strongly. So the German DAX index is up on your screen. It moved over 3.5% in the green. The FTSE closed with gains of 1.9%, as well as the French CAC index that also saw good gains of over 2%. So all in all, it was a good close for the European markets. The group of 7 economic powers agreed on a plan to implement a price cap mechanism on Russian oil exports. European Commission President said that the European Union must urgently establish a price cap on Russian gas flowing to Europe. Meanwhile, Germany agreed on a 65 million euro plan to ease the pressure on households amid surging inflation, as well as the energy costs that we've been talking about, as Russian gas supplies to Europe continue to remain quite volatile. So that is an important update that we're tracking as far as the global markets go. But with that, let's move on and talk about our own markets now and talk about all of the cues that you should be tracking as we get into a fresh trading session. We have Rima joining us now to take us through all of the cues that we're watching. Rima, we just went through the global setup, but take us through what we should watch for our own markets.
Well, the SGX Nifty is suggesting a slightly lower start, taking cues from Wall Street cuts on Friday. U.S. markets, as you pointed out, ended with cuts of 1% on Friday. For the week, they were down between 3 to 4%. And the S&P 500 has been under pressure for the last 3 weeks. And in the last 3 weeks, it's seen a decline of nearly 8.3%. We've been talking about the U.S. jobs report, largely in line with expectations. Not too high, which gives the Fed ammunition to go with very aggressive rate hikes, but it was not too soft as well, not too low, which indicates that the U.S. economy is still fairly resilient. The next important print to track will be the 13th of September U.S. inflation data. Watch for the dollar index because it has been inching up. It's now very close to that 110 level, 109.9 as we speak. High dollar index is usually negative for emerging market flows. And watch for watch for crude prices because there is an important OPEC Plus meeting which is taking place today. And ahead of that, Brent crude prices are currently at $94.50 per barrel. Now, in the absence of any big domestic cue, expect the sentiment to be driven by the global news. So, global will be front and center for this week. The FI sold about 9 crore on Friday, while the DII sold 668 crore in Friday's trade in the cash market. So both institutions were sellers in the Indian markets. Back to you.
All right, Rima, thanks a lot for taking us through all of those individual cues that we should watch. But also, we have a lot of stock-specific action that came through over the weekend. So fill us in on that as well.
Well, watch for Shapoorji Pallonji stocks like Forbes. After the untimely demise of Cyrus Misri, will there be an overhang? So the street will be watching these stocks very closely. And plus, they have actually an 18% stake in, Tata Sons as well. So, watch for that entire basket. The North America Class A trucks hit a 5-month high of 21,400 in August. This means it's good news for names like Bharat Forge, Ramkrishna Forging, as well as Motherson Sumi. BEL has signed an MOU with Smiths Detection India to manufacture high-energy scanning systems in India. GMR Infrastructure, there was a board meeting on Friday. They've got a board approval to raise 6,000 crores via equity. This could just be an enabling resolution which gives the company permission to raise in the next 1 year. M&M Financial Services has come out with a business update where the disbursements are up 75% year-on-year. Collection efficiency stands at 96%, and the company says that they are expecting an improvement in stage 2, stage 3 assets in the coming month. A couple of the other stocks like Chalet Hotels, they've executed a license agreement with Delhi International Airport. NTPC has registered a 62% growth in coal production in April to August, and Electra Green Tech has got an order of 100 electric buses. Back to you.
All right, Rima, thanks a lot for filling us in with all of those stock-specific action. We're going to track all of those stocks in today's trade.